I speak unto thee this day, and I say that you are living in a time when men, because of pride, have refused to be corrected, instructed, and guided by me. That is, they have refused to come under the disciplines of righteousness. They have refused to walk in a way that I intend. And I say, because they are so drunk, intoxicated, and taken on pride, they think they are fine with me. But I say they are deceived and deceiving others, for it is not true. For I say that the ones who will truly be mine will be corrected and be instructed by me. That is, they will be brought forth in that which I, the living God, intended, the way of my truth and my life. But I say the ones who are headstrong in their determination to do it their way will end in a ditch. And I say you are living in a time when multitudes have ended in the ditch, the mire of their own making. And I say they've been taken there because they refuse to abide in me, to come forth in me, to be guided by me. I say if a man will truly yield himself over unto me, he will find that I, the living God, do make him anew. That is, he will find that he must abandon the old ways, the old understanding, to come into the spirit mind that I provide. And yes, he will find that he must indeed harness his own carnality, not allowing his life to be ruled by the same. But I say that he will find that he is not the same character as cried out unto me. For I say it is me, the living God, who will indeed give unto the man who is willing the newness of life that I provide. But I say when men will be stubborn and proud and resistant against me, I say they will find they are taken in their own way. And I say the way that seems right unto a man will prove to be the way of his destruction. And I say the way wherein men think they are something that they are not is the way of fools. I say you are living in an undisciplined and unharnessed age when men have refused my truth, my light, my counsel. That is, they have thrown off the old ways, the ancient ways that would have kept them in life in me. And I say they've taken up the ways of their own understanding, they've taken up the ways of demons, and I say they love it so. And I say daily they incur my wrath, my fury, my indignation, because of their wayward and careless ways. And I say all the while in their pride they strut, they boast as though they go on forever, but it absolutely is not true. For I say they have the false confidence that the drunkards exhibit because they are drunk on pride. That is, they are so confident that they are indeed righteous when it is not true. And I say they are so confident that they know the way when truly they know nothing at all. I say this day that I, the living God, do not find pleasure in such fools, no, not at all. For I say they have cast off the very thing that I, the living God, would have given unto them to guide them in the way of life. And I say they've taken up the principles of the way of death, and oh, how they love it to be so. For I say while they are wallowing themselves in their sin, their debauchery, their wanton and careless ways, I say they prove they are none of mine. For I say that the ones who love me are the ones who will indeed be accepting of my correction and my direction to be ever guided by me. And I say that they will be coming forth, me glad, ever thankful, that it is me that they can be looking unto, believing and trusting in. For I say it is me, the living God, who will give the truth and the light, give the mercy and the hope and the peace always. And it is me, the living God, who will be with the people who humble themselves unto me. Now stop and consider in a way where vile, corrupt, and evil generation, when people have settled it that they will do it their way, what is it that comes forth from the same? I say they daily increase in sin and darkness, they daily increase in wanton and careless behaviors, and I say all the while they are damning themselves. That is, they are choosing the way of damnation, they are shunning the way of salvation that I, the living God, would have offered unto them. And I say all the while they are proud in their own conceit, and they are blowing their horns to call attention to themselves that they found some new way. But I say all they found is the way of deception that is old and ancient likewise. That is, they have found the way that was offered in the garden and accepted by those who caused all men to come under sin. And I say in the process of accepting the deception, I say so it is in this wicked generation, that men have thrown off the truth and the light to take up that which is lies, and I say they are loving it so. And I say it is because they have refused to yield themselves over, they have refused to bow down unto me, they have refused to come forth in my way. I say it is a sorrowful thing when I look upon the sons of men, and I see the filthiness, the perversion of their doings. That is, when I see how far they debase themselves in the rottenness, the filthiness of the world, and they are loving it so. And I say even the ones who are claiming to be my people are nothing but a coven of rebels. For I say they have given themselves over to a multitude of witchcraft schemes, and I say they are rebellious against me. I say it is a sorrowful thing when you see men scoffing the very tenets of morality that I intended for my own people to be guided by. That is, when you see them make light of the way that idol-loving God provides as though it were nothing at all. I say when you see them behaving as fools time and again and loving it so because they are estranged from me. I say it is indeed a sad and sorrowful thing to see men so eager to commit sin, to commit debauchery and defilement, and think they get by with the same. I say this day that idol-loving God do not approve the man who is living in rebellion. I do not approve the woman who is living in darkness and loving to behave in such ways. For I say all they prove through their wanton and careless behavior is that they are mindless fools. That is, they prove they are fools who have gotten their way, and that is the way of destruction. I say they are proving that they are the ones who will not listen to me. Now stop and consider, when idol-loving God do give the way that is truth and light, it is that my people would walk in the same. But I say that the rebellious curs who are claiming that they are my people in this wicked generation have given themselves to multiplied sins. That is, they are ever indulging themselves in that which is darkness and foolery, vanity, vexation, stupidity, and darkness. And I say in the process they are taken far from the truth that is found in me. Now stop and consider that idol-loving God do intend that you would be coming forth in the way that I give thee, the way that is upright, the way that I provide. That is, I do intend that you would be strengthened time and again, because you are privileged to live and abide in me. And I say, if you really look at my intention, it is to save men from perishing forever and spending eternity in hell. And I say, if men would look at the motive that I have in correction and discipline and guidance in their lives, I say they would have no accusation against me. But I say, because men are full of pride and high-mindedness, I say they imagine they know a better way. And I say they take the course that will prove to be destruction, damnation of soul, and all the while they think they have gained some great thing. How stupid and dull, how dumb they are, for the way they have gained is the way of their own despair. And I say the way they have gained is the way that will prove to be damnation of their souls. I say this day that idol-loving God never called my people to live in damnation, but I say that I've called my people to come forth in the salvation mercies that are found in me. That is, I have called my people to be ever strengthened, uplifted, directed, and guided in the truth, the light, the mercy that I provide. For I say, if the ones who are claiming to be mine will adhere unto me, will believe me, and walk in my way, so are they kept by me. But I say, when they turn aside to become as the useless harlots, to become as the bastards, I say they are nothing to me. For I say they have chosen to oppose me, they've chosen to scorn my correction and guidance that I would give unto them. And I say there are multitudes in this wicked, perverse, and vile generation who name my name, who are under my wrath. I say they are under the wrath continually because they are wayward and careless fools. And I say they love to follow vain persons who tell them empty-headed phrases that they repeat as though those things would be the remedy to their dilemma in this life. But I say the truth of it is there is no remedy except they will genuinely repent and learn what it is to obey me. For I say there are multitudes of false teachers in this generation who are consoling those who live in disobedience and feeding them false promises day after day. That is, they are telling them they can remain as they are, live in disobedience, then expect me, the living God, to fulfill my promises unto the obedient. That is, fulfill them unto them when they themselves are rebellious, mindless, disobedient curs. That is, they are fools who have gone for folly, then they think they can collect the reward of the righteous. And I say it is because they are thieves and liars who are scorning and scoffing my way. I say this day that I, the living God, am not mocked, and when I look upon the disobedient, I say, what right do they have at all? That is, to think they can collect of me what is not meant to be their reward when they are disobedient towards me. That is, when they think they can purpose themselves in lies and live out the same, then get the reward that I give unto the ones who adhere unto the truth. They are thieves and liars, high-minded and proud, deceiving themselves. And I say, oh, how they love their false messengers of hope, who feed them on lies day after day, telling them what great rights they have to me. But I say the truth of it is that the disobedience have no right at all in my kingdom, for I say that I will not give them the way of truth. But I say that when they go on in their disobedience, waxing bolder and stronger in the same, they prove they are none of mine. And I say they prove they are empty-headed fools who have taken the way that will prove to be destruction of their souls. I say this day that I, the living God, do not find pleasure in those who are willfully stubborn and proud, disobedient, and hateful towards me. For even if they smile, if their behaviors are rebellious and undermining the principles of my truth, I say they are none of mine. But I say they are full of falseness and deceit, they are full of cunning craftiness, and I say that they lead the way. That is, the way that leads to damnation, destruction of soul, because their hearts are far from me. I say this day, when you look upon the lying, deceiving, false messengers that are full of falsehood in this wicked generation, know that is my wrath revealed. That is, it is my wrath upon a disobedient, a hard-headed, stubborn, proud people who want their own way. That is, I have given them the teachers they have cried out to receive who would tell them lies. For I say they are the very same fools who have sought to stone my prophets and destroy the truth. And I say, so it is when you see them clapping, when you see them weeping, when you see them oh so much in ecstasy over the lies they are being fed, know they deserve the same. For I say they have rejected and scoffed, they have mocked the truth, they did not want it at all. And I say they have followed after liars and deceivers, loving it so because of the iniquity of their own hearts. And I say that is truly my wrath upon them, and they do not even perceive the same. And I say in the end they will howl, they will weep, they will moan, but it will be too late, because they despised the truth when it was offered unto them. I say if a man will refuse to accept the truth, then I, the living God, will turn him over to a lie. And I say that he will love the lie and grow highly passionate for the same. But I say all the while he's loving the way of his own damnation, not even perceiving what a fool he is before me. For I say it is he, the living God, who does indeed vindicate my wrath in many ways, and a generation that is filled with lying false messengers, deceitful prophets, and those who promise things that are never fulfilled. I say they are my wrath upon a rebellious generation. I say that I, the living God, am well aware of what is transpiring, and I say that men deserve what they get. Therefore I say, thank me and praise me that I'm just in my judgment.
Papua region in the eastern part of the country. The US Geological Survey says it struck at a depth of 58 kilometres. No tsunami warning was issued. Quake struck on land at around 1:42 p.m. local time.
History of severe and deadly floods. At least 2 people have been killed, 8 more are missing. Homes and communities across the country.
A massive snow wall has become quite a tourist attraction.
There were similar scenes in
You were
Toronto
detained in the last 24 hours. We covered a total of 11 bodies of flood victims, bringing the death toll of flood-related
authorities in the
deaths
South American country have pledged emergency aid and assistance to
Officials say that
residents
rescue attempts to help save the infected travelers went on throughout the night following the incident.
California close to 9 million.